You know that simple pencil or that box of crayons you give your kid? What if I told you it's one of the most powerful tools for their development? Seriously, it's not just about keeping them quiet for a few minutes. It's about literally building a better, stronger brain. So yeah, let's get into it. So how does that happen? How can a blank sheet of paper and a few crayons build a brighter, more confident kid? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack. We're going to break down how just the simple act of drawing can unlock some amazing benefits, turning that empty page into a whole world of possibility. And really, the journey is as simple as this. It starts with just one line. That line turns into a whole new world. And that world builds a confident child. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But we're going to see how that one little mark on a page can grow into entire universes, and how that process creates a kid who's not just more creative, but way more capable and sure of themselves. All right, first stop on our journey, unlocking imagination. I mean, this is the big one, right? It's where everything starts. Drawing is one of the very first ways a child can take all that amazing, chaotic, wonderful stuff going on inside their head and actually put it out into the world for us to see. And when we talk about creativity, here's a really simple way to think about it. It's turning ideas and feelings into something real without having to use words. You know, long before a kid can write a story about being scared, they can draw a big, scribbly monster. Before they can explain what happiness feels like, they can draw a giant, bright yellow sun. In a way, it's their very first language. And what's so cool is how this actually works in their brain. Drawing makes them little problem solvers. I mean, think about it from their perspective. How do I make this dog look like it's running instead of just standing there? Or how can I draw a tree that looks really, really tall? They're literally building entire worlds from nothing. And in that space, there are no wrong answers. It's all just one big fun experiment. Okay, so you have this huge, vibrant explosion of imagination. But out of that comes something a little quieter. And honestly, just as important, focus. Let's be real, we live in a world that's just full of distractions, right? Well, the simple act of drawing can be this amazing oasis of concentration. It teaches a kid how to find that quiet and just pay attention. And you gotta remember, focus is a skill. It's not something kids are just born with. It's like learning to ride a bike or tie your shoes. It takes practice. Drawing is basically a fun, playful workout for their attention span. It's where they learn to tune everything else out and get lost in one thing, like getting the color of the sky just right. And look, this comparison really hits it home. When you put active drawing time next to passive screen time, the difference is just wow. On one side, you have a kid who is a creator. They're engaging their hands, their brain, they're learning patience. On the other side, they're a consumer. It's all about instant gratification and quick switches. Drawing builds up those mental muscles for focus in a way that just watching something, well, it just can't. So what happens when a kid takes that amazing imagination, applies that hard-earned focus, and actually finishes something? You get this incredible payoff, confidence. I mean, think about it. Every single time they finish a drawing, they've made something that wasn't there before. That feeling of, I did that, is just, it's huge. Because here's the thing about confidence. You're not born with it, you build it. It comes from trying, from putting in a little effort, and then having something real you can hold up and be proud of. That drawing you stick on the fridge, that's not just a nice picture, it's a trophy. It's solid proof that says, hey, look what I made. I absolutely love this idea. It doesn't matter if it's a few squiggles or a super detailed masterpiece. What matters is that it's theirs. It's their unique vision made real. And you know what? That is a little victory that's absolutely worth celebrating every single time. Okay, so we've got imagination, we've got focus, and we've got confidence. Now let's see what happens when all of that comes together in the classroom or, just in learning stuff. Because drawing isn't just some fun thing you do in art class. It's a super powerful tool that can make all sorts of other subjects easier to grasp and way, way more fun. Seriously, just think about this for a second. How much easier is it to get the water cycle if you actually draw it out? Or to remember what happened in a history lesson if you sketch the scene? Drawing creates these little visual anchors in your brain that make information stick. And on top of that, all that practice holding a crayon, that's building the exact hand-eye coordination they need to learn how to write. See, it's all connected. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, it becomes really clear. Drawing is not just an art project. It's one of the most fundamental tools we have for building a kid who's creative, who can focus, and who believes in themselves. A kid who knows how to dream something up, pay attention to it, and then actually bring it to life. So what's the next step? Well, it's pretty simple actually. Just grab some paper, pull out some crayons or pencils, and let them go. Help them unlock that amazing imagination that's just buzzing inside, waiting to spill out onto the page. And I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Right now, what incredible new world is waiting inside your child's imagination, just ready to be put down on paper? Go find out.